Hey again.
Hello. As you can see, we are painting horns because horns need painting. They should be colored. I don't know how well you can pick up the color. Can you see the color difference with this?
Yeah, there's definitely a color difference there.
Okay.
Almost looks like a shadow, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to make these look a little more like real bone. So bone has a little bit of yellow, a little bit of pink, a little bit of brown. It's all sorts of varied colors. What I did first is I found this lovely little stuff that's a sealer. At Michael's. I went to Michael's and got all these paints. 95 cents a piece, or 99, one or the other. $1 a piece. Nice, cheap paint. These are all just acrylics. This is a sealer for wood and other things that aren't non-porous surfaces. You put this on for wood, it seals it, and this is basically wood for all intents and purposes. And for other things, it helps create a layer that the paint can lay down on. So I painted the horns first with that, let it dry, worked on some other stuff. And then I mixed up some colors for this sort of peachy yellow color here. I used a combination of just straight yellow, good old-fashioned pink, there's some buttermilk in there, some golden brown, and good old-fashioned white. These are all gloss paints, which is why it's got sort of this shine to it, and I'm pretty sure it's already dry. I just painted that. Acrylics dry incredibly fast. Expect that. This is probably going to get a couple coats, just to really help bring out the color. But yeah, basically with these, when you're using paints, you do not have to use the base color that it comes with. You can mix them, and that's probably the biggest thing, is put a bunch of one of your base colors, in this case white, on there, and put drops of the other colors in it until you end up with the color you want.
Won't that paint ruin that plate?
No. The great thing about acrylic, it dries beautifully. I used to do this all the time with ceramics. You put them on old plates, you either can wash off when it's wet, or when it's dry, it will peel off.
Oh, okay, so it's like liquid latex.
It's a non-porous surface.
Okay.
So without the sealer, it really doesn't stick. So
however, carpet...
Carpet, yeah, I got a little bit on the pillowcase here, whatever.
Who can tell? Look at all the spots.
Yeah, those parts.
Oh, well, never mind.
So, big deal. But basically, that's what it is. This is going to get a couple coats of this color as I mix it. It may change a little bit. I'm going to put some brown sort of down here, so it's a little darker at the base, sort of brown and yellow. If you see horns that grow, they're usually darker right at the base. And then once I'm all done, where is it? There's this lovely thing called gloss varnish.
Oh, okay.
It should give the horns a lot of shine. It should give them sort of that dimension of, I can see that there's a clear coat on it, but there's color underneath it and it's shiny. That's what I'm going for here. Whereas this is just sort of shiny, this will give it a clear coat like a resin type of thing.
Okay.
And, yeah. Acrylic dries really fast, so you can't really mix things on what you're painting. But otherwise you can mix colors.
So is it drying really fast on the plate, too?
It will. It's like some of the edges. Come here and look real close. See this edge right here? How it's a slightly different color versus the one that's slightly closer? That is dry.
Might not be able to see that on the camera.
Might not be able to see it. But yeah.
It looks like it's sort of a beige versus the ivory of the paint there.
Yeah. This little edge right here is dry already on the
okay,
on the
yeah,
plate.
you can see that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, and literally that's the difference between wet paint and dry paint. And it'll just peel right off this plate.
Oh, nice.
So, if you're doing multiple colors and lots of stuff, cups work great. I didn't really have any big enough cups, so have a bowl of water and then just wash your paintbrush out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and you probably want to have a paper towel around too to dry your paintbrush off with. I sort of forgot that part.
I'll get it for you, dear.
But yeah, so that's painting. I'm also going to be putting some black around in various areas because this will be covered in cloth. But cloth will cover everything. So the black paint will help hide little spots that are not covered.
Oh.
So, there we go.
Any other advice you have for those who are following you here on your movie set?
I made a mistake. I put the head together before I'd figured out the padding and the jaw system. Figure out your padding and your jaw system before you build the head. This makes a lot of sense now. Also, if you look at this head, you can see it's very perpendicular to the face. This comes right off my snout, which means it has a lot of weight on that end.
A lot of leverage there, huh?
Yeah, a lot more weight than you think there would be. So that's a slight problem. The way Lion of the Sun builds him is he'll actually put the snout up here and build it down.
Okay.
So it comes down like this, so it comes off your face like this, which will decrease the amount of tensional weight it has, so it pulls less on you.
Okay.
I also had to put a nice big hunk of Celluclay in the back there to help counterbalance this thing.
Okay.
It was just so heavy, it was literally sliding off my face.
Oh.
That, and this guy was glued to the mesh in here, and I ripped it off because it ended up giving me a better grip with my head.
Okay.
And we did end up cutting out the center there and padding it.
So you've been doing a lot here, huh?
Yeah. But figure out the padding and the jaw before you build the head.
Okay.
And make sure you have lots of padding around the brow. Depending on how it's built, you probably want some up top too. This doesn't have a top brace, it just has these little cloth things, so it doesn't have a top foam.
Okay.
That, and I found out that putting top foam in this particular head piece actually pulled this up higher on the back of my head, so it didn't grip as well.
So about where on your head should it be resting for maximal grip?
That particular head piece, which is, it's got a flat and it angles down, it should be sitting right about here.
Okay.
The thing was, it was sitting up here.
Okay.
Okay. So by ripping it out and not putting any padding down there, it sits back down here again. I'm also probably going to take some elastic and hook it up here and here to the actual mask, and then wearing a ponytail to help anchor it, it'll go down behind my head.
Oh.
To help keep that there.
So figuring this out was a real pain in the neck, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, yes. Just a wee bit. So, yeah. But always remember, you can always mix paints to galore, and as long as you have a piece of that leftover dry paint left, you can always match colors again. You just keep playing with it until you get the right color. Nice. It's completely mix, match, have fun with it type of thing. But yeah, there you go.
All right, well then.
Fabulous.
Until later.